Hey everybody! Today we are replacing the charging port on a Samsung Galaxy S21. The first thing we do is shut the device off, and once we do that, we go ahead and put it on the heating pad and put it on mine is set to 84 degrees Celsius. We'll let that sit for a few minutes, and then we'll come back and we'll get the back plate off. I'll be back after it heats up, and see you in a minute. Okay, I'm back. So now that we've got it heated up, we're going to go ahead and turn our heating mat off, and we'll take our phone off the mat, lay it down on our desk. I'm using one of these suction cups. They should come with the phone, with the charging port or whatever, just cheap toolkit you buy. So just place it on the back, and you should be able to pull up. And I've got one of these. You can also use a little playing card. Just slide this in there and go around the adhesive. Now I believe this is the same one I've done. I believe this is the same one I've done once before. So it should be a real simple job. Get all that off there. And I'm a little stuck down here. So we'll just go ahead and slide this right on in there. Be careful not to catch anything. And right up here at the top, it's been a little bit of a pain, but oh, it's coming. Don't saw away at it, but now up here near the camera bump, it's being a little bit of a pain. Just go ahead and do the same thing we've done on everything else. Right here where the flashlight is. Come on. There it goes. Okay. Now we'll just take our back and set it off to the side. And let's get this ready. Okay. So now at this point, we'll move the heating mat out of the way so we don't have to risk burning ourselves. Okay. So now we're looking down. We have to replace the charging port. The charging port is down here. Okay. So first steps first. We have screws that hold this wireless charging in. That range, I'll show you. One here, another one here, here, and here. And then we've also got screws that need to come out down here, 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 and here. So I'm going to go ahead and take these screws off, and I will see you here in just a second. I'll speed the video up in order to help, speed along the process. Okay, so we're back here. I know the video is a little blurry, but the screws, I should have mentioned this before, are a PH000 head to remove them. Now that we've got the wireless charging pad loose, we'll go ahead and take our little spludger. Oh, excuse me. Take our little spludger tool. We've got this one, and we've got this. So we'll just come up here to this corner here and try and grab that with the hook. And just go ahead and lift up and grab underneath it. And pry it like this. And now you see here on the board, we have this little black one. That's the connector for your wireless charging port. You'll just go ahead and take your little tool, preferably plastic, and go ahead and just pry that one loose. Now that wireless charging port is loose, we'll come up here. And because we're replacing the charging port, we're going to want to go ahead and pry the battery cable loose, which is, see if I can show you, this one here. Go ahead and pop that loose. And now that that's loose, we'll go ahead and take this black board off. I'm going to go ahead and do that and see what the best way to do that is. I just grabbed from this corner here and pried up, and it just came right off. So you should have no problems maybe putting a plastic tool in there to pry it off. I'll set this off to the side. And now we are in the middle of replacing this board here. Excuse me. So now with the battery disconnected and our wireless charging port off, we have to disconnect this ribbon cable here and this one here. Both again with the same plastic spludger. Just go ahead and pop that one off and pop the sub off. And now that both of those are disconnected, we can go ahead and get our screwdriver again. And sorry for the blur, we've got a screw here, and one here. We'll go ahead and take those three off. They are the same size as the other ones, so you can just throw them over here with all two. And before I unscrew this last screw, we do need to remove this SIM card tray. So let me go ahead and grab my SIM ejector, and I will be right back with that one. Be right back on that one. Now, honestly, this is one of the first steps I should have led with, so I apologize on that. But go ahead and take your SIM tool. There's a little hole right here. Just go ahead and put it in there and poke down. And once that tray pops out, just grab it. Make sure not to lose the SIM card on the other side of the tray. Place that off to the side. And we'll go ahead and finish getting that last screw out. Okay, now that we've got that last screw out, we'll just go ahead and try and pry up on the old charging board. Excuse me. We grab a closer look. We can come in at this angle here on this side and just go ahead and pop it up. Pop it up like that and pull it out. I believe, yeah. So here's your SIM tray and here's your charging port. What that looks like. We'll go ahead and cross match it with the other part that we got. We got it sitting here. Get the new part out. Excuse me again. Got some sinus drainage here today. So you see these, they're the same part. Everything lines up. Charging port, SIM tray, and all. So we'll go ahead and set this off to the side. Take this, put it in like this, and set it up like that. So now we'll go ahead and line our charging port back up with the hole on the bottom. Moving our ribbon cables out of the way as to not have them in the way. Just put it down like this and push it into place. And it should just go with no problems, pop into place. It seems like I need to push down a little more just to get that seal seated for the charging port, which will help line up the holes. You'll feel it pop in. Excuse me again. Should feel it start to pop in there. And once you have it popped into place, it shouldn't be moving. Make sure your holes are lined up for your screws. We'll go ahead and put our 3 screws back. 3. Okay, now that our screws are lined up and installed, we'll go ahead and reconnect our ribbon cables. After checking them to make sure there is no damage. This one looks good, and we'll check this one. This one here also looks good. Just look for breaks on the end, or tears, anything that would look out of the ordinary. Just go ahead and line it up. I like to look at the side, and once you see it's lined up, you can push it in, and you'll feel a nice pop, little click that verifies it's gone in. Don't force it, because you could break them. But once you know they're lined up, you can see it. Just pop it into place and make sure it's seated flush. And there we go. I believe we are good on that. Yeah. Yep, we're good. Okay. So the next thing we'll want to go ahead and reconnect is the battery cable. And, well, give me a second on that one. Instead of reconnecting the battery cable, we'll go ahead and put our wireless charging port in. Just like that. It pops into place. And we'll go ahead and put our screws on the bottom, not the top. Okay, so now that we have all the screws back on the bottom, the first thing we'll go ahead and do is reconnect our battery cable. Same as the ones on the bottom. See if you can see it from the side and feel it lock in. Make sure it's not loose and give it a pop. Okay, now that that's done, we'll go ahead and take this, line it back up. Now this one's probably going to be the most difficult one for you to line back up, but it should go into place fairly easy. And once you feel it lock in, try and give it a little pop into place. There we go. Okay, so now that that's in place, and our battery's connected, everything down here is connected, we'll go ahead and put our screws back in on our wireless charging port at the top on our wireless charger. Okay, so now that that's done, we'll go ahead and grab a charger, and we'll verify that we are getting, display and that we're getting actual charge. So I'll go ahead and grab my charger. Okay, so we'll turn the device over. Now, whenever I plug this in, it should light up that it's charging. Yep, there we go. There's our charging signal. Once we see this, I believe it should give me percentage, but I'm not positive. And there we go. We're sitting at 88%. So that means we're good on the charging port and our display is on. After that, we'll go ahead and grab our SIM card, take that, and we'll install it with the silver side or the metal plated side facing your screen. And just go ahead and put it in the bottom hole here. Give it a push. Make sure it's nice and seated in. Turn this back around. Now, when installing the back, you want to go ahead and verify that your adhesive is not damaged. The one on this device seems to look good. And if you have any dirt or debris in it, you'll just want to go ahead and clean that off. A lot of people prefer to replace these back panels after they've been inside of it, or maybe at least clean off and replace the adhesive around it, just to keep your waterproof seal. So what you'll do is just go ahead and line up your 3 cameras and your flashlight, and make sure you just don't smudge your lenses. Put that on, give it a good press and hold it down. One thing I like to do, if I'm reusing the old back with the old adhesive, and some new backs, I would like to go ahead and just take it and put it back on my heating mat, just to heat up the adhesive so it gets a, better bond to the back of this device. So I'll just go ahead and do that. But at this point, your replacement on your charging port on your Samsung Galaxy S21 is finished. Your device is good to go, and that's it. You have a good day. Bye.